Today, we're covering Premier League Wonderkids, a major blow for Man Utd as rivals eye a 20-goal striker, and how a key player could transform their summer transfer window. Let's dive in. What happened to Premier League's biggest Wonderkids since 2005? Football fans love seeing young players emerge with the potential to become stars. When a Wonderkid shows exceptional talent, excitement builds quickly, and it's not too long before they are earmarked for potential greatness. However, not every young footballer lives up to the hype. Many careers take unexpected turns due to injuries, form, poor decisions, and even the ability to handle the pressure that comes with the immense scrutiny they are subjected to. Dele Alli was once one of England's brightest prospects. He showed glimpses of his talent at MK Dons before Tottenham snapped him up at the tender age of 19 in 2015. And he truly burst onto the scene at Spurs. The midfielder, who had an eye for goals, won back-to-back PFA Young Player of the Year awards and became a crucial part of Mauricio Pochettino's Spurs side. It seemed he was destined for greatness. However, his performance declined sharply after 2018. He lost his place in the England squad and struggled for form at Spurs. Moves to Everton and Besiktas followed, but he never regained his old spark. Once regarded as a future superstar, his career took an unexpected downturn, and he currently plays for Serie A side Como. His decline has been widely discussed. Former players and pundits have criticized his attitude and work ethic. Injuries and tactical changes also played a part in his struggles. His dramatic fall from being England's golden boy to a forgotten talent is one of football's most surprising stories. Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere was a standout talent in Arsenal's midfield, ever since he broke into the first team in 2008 as a 16-year-old. In fact, he was Arsenal's youngest league debutant and was expected to lead the club for years. Technically gifted, Wilshere had already set the Premier League alight before announcing himself on the European stage with his performance against Barcelona in the 2010-11 Champions League round of 16 clash. He outshone the likes of Xavi and Andres Iniesta in the first leg, helping Arsenal win 2-1. Though the Gunners lost the return leg 3-1, Wilshere had made a name for himself. Unfortunately, injuries derailed his progress. He underwent multiple surgeries on his ankle and knee, missing more than 100 games. A move to West Ham and then AFC Bournemouth did not help as he struggled for fitness and form. Wilshere eventually retired at 30, far earlier than expected. He is currently a first-team coach at Championship side Norwich City. However, his playing career remains a story of unfulfilled promise. Adnan Januzaj burst onto the scene at Manchester United in the 2013-14 season under David Moyes. Though earmarked as a potential star in Sir Alex Ferguson's final season at United, Januzaj got his first team breakthrough under Moyes and immediately went on to captivate the Old Trafford faithful. It was his two-goal match-winning performance against Sunderland in 2013 that announced his talent in front of the larger footballing world. Expectations on the young Belgian winger were huge, and it further grew when he was given the legendary number 11 shirt worn by Ryan Giggs. Many believed he would be the club's next great winger. Manchester United dealt major blow with rivals. Now in advanced talks to snap up 20-goal. Striker on free transfer, Manchester United are set to lose out in the race to sign Lille striker Jonathan David at the end of the season, according to reports. The Canadian international is set to leave his current club when his contract expires in June, and he has attracted interest from a whole host of clubs. However, TBR Football claimed that Barcelona are in advanced talks to sign David on a free transfer this summer. The website believes that the Red Devils, Chelsea, Tottenham, Newcastle, West Ham, and Aston Villa had also been in contact with the player and his entourage, along with AC Milan and Juventus. David has, though, made it clear in the past that Barca would be his dream club, having grown up supporting them, so competing with the La Liga giants was always going to be difficult. United have missed out on a bargain. The fact that David is in such high demand is not a surprise when you look at his record for Lille this campaign. He has scored 20 goals and provided 9 assists in 34 appearances. When you consider that the forward has only just turned 25 as well, his best years are still ahead of him, so recruiting him on a free would have been a great piece of business for Ruben Amorim's side. As it is, they will now have to look elsewhere to reinforce their front three. Adding a striker this summer will be a top priority. Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee have struggled to score goals in the Premier League this season, having only found the back of the net 5 times between them. Amorim doesn't seem to rate either player based on the fact that he chose a midfielder in Man Utd to start ahead of them against Crystal Palace last weekend. It means that the club are likely to be targeting a new number 9. They could potentially consider a move for Bayern Munich's Harry Kane. It was revealed this week that the England captain has a pretty low release clause in his contract. He was proven right. What Ruben Amorim told Manchester United players at halftime versus Leicester, Harry Maguire ensured Man United will be in the FA Cup 5th round with a 93rd-minute winner against Leicester City. Harry Maguire admits Manchester United have lost confidence playing in front of their own supporters at Old Trafford. Maguire nodded in a 93rd-minute winner against Leicester City to ensure United are in the draw for the FA Cup 5th round on Monday, after they recovered from 1-0 down against the Premier League's 18th-placed side. United have won only 5 of their 10 home games under Ruben Amorim, and their last 3 victories against Leicester, Rangers, and Southampton were courtesy of goals scored in the 90th minute and onwards. The United players were booed off at halftime with the team 1-0 down to Leicester, but substitute Joshua Zirkzee equalized in the 68th minute before an offside Maguire met Bruno Fernandes's floated free kick. With VAR not in operation, the goal stood. He was calm, Maguire said of Amorim. No TV smashed? No TV. He was speaking tactics at halftime, and he said, "We need to get the next goal and we'll go on to win the game," and he was proven right. He had the belief we could change the tempo of the game, and we did change the tempo of the game. He brought Alejandro Garnacho on, who added a lot more pace to our attack. We can't be starting games like that at Old Trafford. The run of results at Old Trafford has been so poor that I think now the boys have lost maybe that little confidence of playing in front of the crowd. It's something we need to address, because if we want to be a successful team, we've got to make it hard for teams to come here and play, and the first half wasn't good. We've spoken about the home form. Obviously, it's not something we can put our finger on. Otherwise, we'd change it. I think it's nights like tonight when you grind that win out and it gives you that little bit of belief. But I think, at the moment, once we've conceded the first goal, have we turned a game around this season? We've got to stop conceding that first goal. If you're not playing your free-flowing football and the performances aren't great, you've just got to keep yourself at 0-0 for as long as you can, because you know we have talent in the team that can change the momentum of the game. But at the moment, whenever we come under a tiny bit of pressure, we concede a goal, and that's not good enough. I think in the game they didn't really have a chance, and they scored from the only chance that they had. Especially in the second half, we dominated the game, dominated the territory, but that's cup football for you. You've got to remain solid. We want good performances. We want free-flowing football, but cup football is not about that. It's about being solid and taking your chance when they come. We could have been more clinical in front of goal, especially in that second half. But we managed to get the job done in the end, and it's a happy dressing room. Garnacho replaced debutant Patrick Dorgu at halftime and was named the man of the match. The Argentine came on at halftime in United's Europa League victory against FCSB last week with the game goalless, and United won 2-0. The 20-year-old winger has had an encouraging start to the year, but Amorim's 3-4-3 system means Garnacho is occasionally benched, and he has not started 3 successive matches under the Portuguese. "It's a great mentality from him tonight," Maguire enthused. "I'm sure he was frustrated not to start the game. He wants to play every game, but when he does come off the bench, he always has a huge impact on the team. He did it in the Europa League last midweek with Ahmad. He changed the game there, and tonight he's come on and changed the game. He had a huge impact." Manchester United's stressed asset is unexpectedly gaining value. It can transform their summer window. Manchester United had to cut corners and prioritize in the winter transfer window while pleading poverty, ending with just one genuine first-team signing. Patrick Dorgu made his Man Utd debut and looked encouraging, while Aiden Heaven is more a project than a bona fide option at this point. More importantly, however, United held their spending in check to prepare for a big summer window where a rebuild is expected to take place. For that, they need all the money they can get, and an unexpected appreciation in value of a stressed asset is happening at the perfect time for it.